Hi guys, we are starting our vlog today. Day 1 of going gallery hopping. I'm going gallery hopping this weekend on Saturday and on Sunday. So now this is the Saturday part of it. This is the Saturday part of it. It feels a little odd to be vlogging outright in public. Usually I film from my room, so this is a little different, but I'm very excited, especially because I've been going gallery hopping in this area my whole life, and now I get to take you along with me. So day 1, gallery hopping with my mom. And say hi, mama. Let's see where we go. Our first stop was Akara Modern. This gallery only showcases the work of modernists who are artists associated with the modernism period in India, so in and around the time of independence. They were having a show on the late Vivan Sundaram, and the focus was on the wide range of mediums that he used on a multitude of themes. This froggy painting was my mom's favorite, but it was nice to see so many different mediums from the same artist, and you really got to see some unconventional materials as well. Like this painting was made of engine oil and charcoal. We just came from Akara Modern. I've been to Akara Contemporary, but I haven't yet been to Akara Modern, so it was nice to go see. The show was on Vivan Sundaram, and my favorite, I'll show a clip of it, was the first painting as soon as we walked in. It was the most colorful painting I'd ever seen, and I have a soft spot for artists who use a lot of colors and a lot of gradients and a lot of textures, and this painting had all of them, and I don't know, I was just obsessed with it. So this was the painting I was talking about. It's called Bloodbath, and it's an oil painting made in 1975. I couldn't find out much about it aside from the fact that it was first shown in Sundaram's solo exhibition titled The Discreet Charm of the Bourgeoisie. This exhibition title is inspired by a surrealist comedy film by the filmmaker Louis Buñuel. Then we hop, skipped, and jumped over to Delhi Art Gallery. The show at DAG was called Destination India, and it was on all the foreign artists who had visited and depicted India between the Great Uprising in India in 1857 and independence in 1947. My favorite part was a room on the far right that had a lot of portraits of the people of India. It was so nice to see the way people used to dress and the surroundings and the way of life that existed back then. It looks so real from far. This is the photograph, no? Spelled as Brinjaris. Oh my god, it's so crazy to see this. This one is so cool. It's called Donor of Water, and it's just like so cool. Wait, I've seen this print before. It was also so cool to see certain works I had referenced and shown in my reels before. So in my Banaras reel, I had shown the woodblock prints of Hiroshi Yoshida and this exact work by William Carpenter. So it was nice to see them in person and get a feel of the artwork instead of just seeing them on my screen, if you know what I mean. We just finished at DAG. It was really good. The show was amazing. I'm gonna put a montage of clips of some of my favorite paintings because they were so well done. And what I love about DAG is that they really try to bring that gallery or that museum culture that we see a lot in the West to India, and they make art or whatever art they display so accessible in terms of, okay, yeah, they have like books which are very expensive, which I think reasonably expensive because they're so well written and well researched, but they also have really good didactics on their walls that they put up. So whatever you're reading about or like whatever you're looking at, you have like digestible information in front of you that you can see and understand about the work. And they also do a good job, I think, in their like online presence with their website, where even if you don't go for the show physically, they give a good amount of information on the artists and on the shows. So yeah, I loved DAG's collection, and especially just seeing all these different artists come to India at a time where maybe photography wasn't a thing. And like, Mama, what was that temple that we had gone to.
Durga temple.
We had gone to the Durga temple in Varanasi, and my mom spotted the temple in a painting, like a painting of the temple. And it was just so nice to see what the temple used to look like, and like we could notice and identify
The changes.
that had
how it used to be
happened.
before and how it is in the present day time.
Yeah, and it was so cool. Like that's what art was before we had like photography as a medium. Art was to capture history, mama. That was the end of day one, guys. I really enjoyed. It was filled with a lot of older artists. So tomorrow I'm hoping to see some more current and maybe younger work. Hey guys, today we are going for day 2 of gallery hopping. Yesterday we went to Colaba. Today we're going to Kalagoda. Today we are also joined by mystery guest, Mr. Should I say your name or should I keep you anonymous?
You can say my name.
Jash Surana. Everybody give a round of applause for
I
Mr.
just
Jash
copied my
Surana.
name. I have an IP on my name and you can't say it. I'll get this video banned now.
Sorry, sir. Please. Please, sir. Please. Now we're going to NGMA, which has a show on women artists, printmakers. At least that's what I think the show is about. We'll see what it's about. And after that, we're also going to go to CSMVS, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Vastu Sangrahalaya. I haven't been there in a long time. So let's see what they have on show.
I've actually never been there.
I've been there when I was really young, like through school and stuff. And even though it's so close, I don't know why I've just never been unless I had a reason to go. So
I've
now
never been to any museums in Bombay.
you have, with me you have.
I've not been to a single museum.
Oh yeah, museum you've not been. You've been to a lot of galleries.
Yeah.
That's quite sad, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I wonder
because
that one. What's that art and movie museum in?
oh yeah,
on
that
Pedder Road.
filmmaking museum. We've been wanting to go to that. So our first stop of the day was National Gallery of Modern Art. They had a show on women printmakers, and these were the artists. The exhibition was really big, so I would suggest keeping at least an hour and a half, if not more, to really see everything properly. Especially since this was a show on printmaking, it was good to be in person and fully immersed in the gallery, to get lost into the mark making on paper, whether it was in black and white or in colors. Seeing it in person also just gave me a different kind of appreciation and awe for the art. Like this painting was pretty big and it was a lino cut, so the artist would have had to carve the entire design with different textures and details on a big block of linoleum, which is then pressed on paper. The amount of time and effort that goes into it, aside from the creativity, just stills you into taking a fraction of the time it took to make it, to stand and appreciate it, or just get lost in the paper. Love colors. Like I love when artists use colors so beautifully. Personally, I don't like a lot of these colors. Like if you look at the yellow, if you look at the blue, if you look at the pink, I don't like them as colors individually. But when you use them together like this, it's so beautiful. Things that look like this, I don't know why. I would definitely buy this.
What's this?
It's a nothing and everything all at once. They had a section dedicated to the late Gogi Saroj Pal, a panel on her life and story, and even some of her correspondence letters, which made me feel like I had an intimate little snippet into her life and work. We just finished at NGMA a while back. It was a really good show. It was nice to see a whole show on printmaking, and the different kinds of outputs and art you can make with just like carving or etching or linotype or all of that. My only thing is I wish they would have put the panel of what each printmaking type is on the first floor, because we spent like 20-30 minutes on the first floor and there are 4 floors, and we only realized that there's a panel explaining everything and the different types of printmaking on the last floor. So what were your thoughts on the show?
Thought it was okay. I mean, I don't know too much about art, but I feel like for someone who's just like who has zero idea and just going gallery hopping, we need some context before we get into any gallery, man.
Yeah,
There's,
but they
too
did a
many
good
words thrown
job.
around
They
and-
put a good, nice like curator's note as soon as you enter the gallery. I think that
but
was nice.
I don't think that helps as much as like it's about like the artist. Like if someone like me wants to know more about the artist, like you need a little bit more context into what kind of painting it is.
But they did give that. It was just on the 4th floor. That's what I wish that was. Yeah, I wish it was on the 1st floor because they give so much random information, like some general something's note. Like there were like 3 panels of just random information aside from the curator's note that just didn't make any sense. Like I didn't even read that. It was very long. We also went to Jahangir. I'll put a few clips of what all we saw. There was one artist in particular. I forgot his name, but I'll put it over here. His art was insane. It was so realistic, and even just
Yeah, it's like ultra realistic.
it looked like a photograph. And only if you
Which is
went close and you
crazy.
saw the brushstrokes, you realized it was actually like a painting. I really liked that type of art. It was very different. I also like the way he signed. I think that was very unique. It looked like usually the like watermarks that people put on photographs, or that little credit people put on photographs, but it was actually painted. So that was really cool to see. So this was the work of Nabendu Roy. I couldn't find out much about him, but I'll link his Instagram in the description. But this is what I love about going to Jahangir. Like you'll find the most underground artists. Since it's not really a curated selection, it's just the artists who have rented the space to exhibit. You never know what the gallery will have in store for you that day. I love this Chota Bheem. There was also another artist, I forgot the name again, but I'll put up her work over here. Her work was so cute and daisy, that long one, those panels that I took pictures of. Jayashri Banerjee.
Jayashri Banerjee.
Her art was really cute. I really liked it. That was our gallery hopping day. We didn't end up going to CSMVS. I'll show them the faces they were making on the side. Make them now. So slyly making it behind the camera. If you dare. It's our gallery hopping vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I do a good enough job in the editing of this to make it seem seamless and to make it seem like a watchable experience, because living it was chaotic, to say the least. I think, people do such a good job of making their lives look so easy online on vlogs, but it's so hard to vlog when you're like doing things. Like, it's so hard to vlog when you're like being present and in the moment. I keep forgetting, oh shit, I have to whip out my camera.
Vloggers, right? That's why they have a cameraman for vlog, like the big vloggers.
Yeah, you're there now, my cameraman. I'll show them a picture you took of me like that. You vlog like that, nobody will watch me only. That was my gallery hopping weekend, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos and if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time. Nose, 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 nose. Nose, 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 nose. Oh wait, there's something else over here. No. Nose, 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 nose.